In this video, we will discuss evaluating a function. So let's say we have a given function, let's say defined by, so let f of x is equal to, let's say we have 3x squared plus x minus 5. Then you're asked to evaluate the following. So let's say we have letter A. So let's say we have f of negative 2. So remember our function machine, your input, you process that one using the formula and you will have your output. So in this given, we can deduce that one as your f of negative 2 is equal to your 3 times, we replace your x. So our input here is negative 2. We square this one plus, of course, your negative 2 minus your 5. Then that will be equal to your f of negative 2 is equal to, so use the PEMDAS rule. So 3 times the negative 2 squared, that will be positive 4. Of course, this would be positive times negative minus 2, and we will have minus 5. Then we have f of negative 2 is equal to 3 times 4, that is 12, minus 2 minus 5. Then if we solve this one, we expand this one. So 12 minus 2, that is 10. Then 10 minus 5, and that will be equal to positive 5. So this means that if we input x, which is equal to 2, so our f of x or our output will be 5. We will use the same example or the same function. Again, we use the same function, that is f of x equals your 3x squared plus your x minus your 5. Then let's say you are asked this time to find for f of 0, meaning when you input x equal to 0. So what will be our output, or simply your f of x? So let us have that. F of 0 then is equal to your 3 times your 0 squared plus your 0 minus your 5. So we input 0 as our value of x, so that will be equal to f of 0 is equal to, of course, 3 times your 0. 0 minus 5 is simply your minus 5. So we will have here now f of 0 equals, that is 3 times 0 equals 0 minus 5. So eventually we will have here now f of 0 equals negative 5. So for our value of x, which is 0, so we have there now the value of y, which is negative 5. Okay, so I hope you still follow our discussion. So let's say we have letter C. This time, let's say we have f of 1/2. So using our function, we process our input x, which is 1/2. So we have f of x equals 3 times your 1/2, and we square that, plus your 1/2 minus your 5. So that is equal to, so that would be 3 times your 1/4. Of course, 1/2 times 1/2 is 1/4, plus your 1/2 minus your 5. So that will be equal to, by the way, this would be your f of 1/2. Okay, so that is no longer not f of x, that is f of 1/2. So that will be 3 over 4 plus your 1/2 minus your 5. So adding this one, so let us do this in detail. So that will be 3/4 plus your 1/2. So least common denominator is 4. So 4 divided by 4, that is 1 times your 3, of course, your 3. Plus 4 divided by 2, that is 2 times your 1. We will have your 2 minus your 5. So that is eventually equals what? 6, that is equal to 5 over 4 minus your 5. And of course, adding this one, subtracting this one, that would be the same as 5 minus 20 over your 4. So eventually that is equal to negative 15 over 4 when your input value is equal to 1 up. So that is for our given function 3x squared plus x minus 5. Okay, so let us another set. So let's say we have this given function. So we have f of x equals 2x squared plus 3x minus 1. Then let's say you're asked to find for the following. Let's say we will have f of a. So finding for f of a, so our input value of our x is simply a. So that would be the same as f of a is equal to 2a squared, of course, plus 3a minus 1. So we will have here now our f of a. Next, we go to letter B. How about if you're asked to find for, let us play the given input value here. Let's say f of negative a. So that would be the same as 2 times negative a squared plus 3 times negative a minus 1. So that will be equal to 2 negative a times negative a positive a squared. The next 3 times negative a minus 3a, and we will have here minus 1. So this would be your f of negative a. So I hope you can still you're still there and you still following our discussion. Then how about if you're asked to find for, let's say, f of, let's say, a plus b. So let us work on this one. So the f of your a plus b, okay, so that will be equal to your 2 times a plus b. Of course, we squared that. Okay, we simply replace value of x by a plus b as our input value, plus 3 times your a plus your b minus 1. So we expound that. That is 2 times your a squared. This is the square of binomial, plus twice the first and the second, plus of course the square of the second term, plus of course a close parenthesis rather. So plus, we distribute 3a plus 3b minus 1. So let us first expound this one. 2a squared plus 4ab plus 2b squared plus 3a plus your 3b minus your 1. Okay, so let us check. You first check whether there are similar terms that you can combine. So based on this one, so we can deduce that there are no similar terms. Therefore, this would be your output value. So I hope this time this one is clear. So I hope to see you on my next video, and do not forget to like and subscribe.